So, hello there, and welcome to the first session in the Balance series that I created, designed to improve your balance. So, we're going to start lying down, and you're going to place your feet onto the ground, and then place your hands onto your lower belly, and then go ahead and close your eyes. And let's just take a moment here and settle in and land. In this series, we will move through different shapes and movements, and we'll explore softness and expansion. And balancing is not about being still. So it's about finding a harmonious flow and noticing what is happening in the body as we play and practice and improving our balance. Now take a deep breath here and then reach your arms up in a wide V shape. Make sure your arms can rest onto the ground. And then from here, you're going to gently drop the knees over to the left. Keep your feet where they are. And then slowly lift your knees up and drop them over to the right. And lift up and drop them over to the left again. So continue like this in your own rhythm. Next time you drop your knees over to the right, roll over to your right side. And then you're going to slowly and gently lift yourself up. And we're going to come up to all fours. You can do some cat and cow stretches here. Now, as you inhale, you're going to drop your belly down and arch. And then as you exhale, you're going to round the spine and then send your hips back towards your heels or as far as you can go today. And then lift up. Inhale, arch. And exhale, round and send your hips back. A few more like this in your own rhythm. Can you begin to connect the movements with your breath? Steady breathing. So next time you come up on all fours, you're going to tuck your toes under and keep your feet tucked under. Same movements, arch your back, and as you exhale, you're going to send your hips back towards your heels. And again, inhale, arch, and then exhale around. And one more, inhale, and exhale around and send your hips back. Just take a breath here. Feel this nice opening here in the soles of your feet. Now lift your hips up into a downward facing dog. You're going to pedal your feet here. Feel the nice opening here in your calves, your feet. And then sink your heels down. They do not have to touch the ground. You're welcome to bend your knees. Draw your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Now begin to walk your feet to the top of your mat. Take hold of opposite elbows. You create like a window for your head. Feel the nice opening in the back, your legs, and your back. Now release your arms, bend the knees, and roll up to stand. From here, you're going to shift your weight over to the left leg and bend the right knee into your chest. Stand up tall. You're going to begin to circle your right ankle in one direction. And then go ahead and circle your ankle in the other direction. And then slowly place your right foot behind you. So you're going to turn your right leg out slightly. Right leg is straight, left knee is bent. Now, sweep your arms out into a cactus pose. Inhale here, and as you exhale, round your spine and draw your elbows together. And again, open, inhale. As you exhale, you round, press that right foot down. Again, inhale, open, and exhale, round. One more, inhale, and then exhale, round forward. Now place your hands down. You're going to lower your right knee down and then extend the left leg back behind you and right arm forward. Now feel your connection to the ground and to your breath. Draw your navel in and up just a little bit. And then lower down to all fours. Tuck your toes under and then downward facing dog. And begin to walk your feet to the top of your mat again. Bend the knees, relax your shoulders as you roll up to stand. Now you're going to shift the weight to your right leg and bend the left knee into your chest. And then begin to circle your left ankle in one direction. So just notice here how you feel on this side. And then go ahead and circle the ankle in the other direction. And it's okay if you fall or drop your balance. Every day is different, and some days it's windy. Now step your left leg back. Turn the left leg out slightly, bend the right knee, and lift your arms out into cactus pose again. Inhale and exhale, round, draw your elbows in towards one another. And again, inhale, exhale, round forward and press that left foot down. Again, inhale, open, and exhale, round. And let's do one more. Inhale, and then exhale. Now place your hands down, lower your left knee down, and extend the right leg back. Left arm forward. Now let your left hand and right foot reach in opposite directions. And then release your arm and your leg down. From here, we're going to come to sit. Extend the legs out in front of you. And then you're going to bend the right knee and drop your right knee out to the side. Now you're going to fold over your left leg, grab what you can, lengthen the back of your neck. Breathing in here and breathing out. Can you soften the right side of your hip and your right thigh? So this pose is a nice preparation for a tree pose that we are going to do a little later in this session. Now from here, you're going to slowly roll up to sit. You're going to place the right hand behind you and press that hand down And then go ahead and lift your hips up and sweep your left arm alongside your ear. And then slowly lower down. Let's do that again. Lift your hips up and reach open. And then lower down. You can do that one more time. And lift up. And then lower down. You can extend that right leg out. Now go ahead and bend that left leg and drop the left knee out to the side. And fold over your right leg. Now as you breathe here, let the left side of your hip and your thigh sink down slightly. Now slowly roll up. Now you're going to place the left hand behind you. Press your hand down and lift your hips up and reach your right arm back alongside your ear and lower down. And again, inhale, lift up. You do what you can and then lower down. We can do one more. Reach up, lengthen and open and then lower down. And extend the left leg out. And then from here, we're going to come back to all fours and then move into a downward facing dog. You're going to walk your hands and your feet together. It doesn't matter where you end up on to your yoga mat. Bend the knees and then slowly roll up to stand. Reach your arms up alongside your ears and then grab your right wrist with your left hand and side bend over to the left. You open up your right side here. And then come back to center. Grab your left wrist and side bend over to the right. And lift up and release. Now you're going to shift your weight over to the left leg and bend the right knee in. Create length here on your left side and then move your right leg out to the side. Extend your left arm out in shoulder height. Breathe. And it's okay if you lose your balance. You can just come back to the pose or stand by a wall or use a chair as a support. And then go ahead and release. Now you're going to shift your weight into your right leg and bend the left knee in. Stand tall on your right side and then move your left leg out to the side. Reach your right arm out to the side in shoulder height. Notice how you feel on the side. And then go ahead and release. And let's just shake it out a little bit before we come into our tree pose. So you're going to place your foot either onto your ankle, calf, or inside of your thigh. Yeah, stand up tall. Think rooting and rising at the same time. Reach your arms up. Steady gaze and steady breathing. Every day is different with balance. Some days it's very windy, and some days it's less windy. And then go ahead and release. And we're going to do the other side. So place your left foot onto either your ankle, calf, or inside of your thigh. And then when you're ready, sweep your arms up. And remember, It's not about standing still. It's better that you breathe and you sway a little bit than hold your breath and stand like a statue. Let it maybe flow a little bit. Feel your breath. And then release and shake it out a little bit. Interlace the hands behind your back. Open your chest. And then release your arms. Now place one hand onto your lower belly and then one hand onto your heart space. And notice how you feel now. Now as you inhale, sweep your arms out to the sides. And then as you exhale, wrap the arms around you and drop your head. And thank you so much for joining me here for this first session. And I hope you join me for the next one. Namaste.